TIFU telling my ex's wife that he cheated on me. 20 years later. I was going to post this on AITA, but I really don't think I am, and even if I was, I don't care. Through a strange twist of fate, I was at a wedding this weekend with my ex-BF, Buzz FN, and his wife, Polly FN. For context, we dated 20 years ago. I was 21 when we broke up and he was 26. We dated for 2 years. I was very close to his family during this time, but after the very sudden breakup, left without an explanation. This was before the era of social media. Hell, I think I might have had a Nokia I occasionally used when I remembered to buy minutes. So we couldn't instantly get in touch with people, nor did we know WTF was going on in everyone's lives. At the wedding, I see him and his entire family. I didn't realize that my friend was marrying into the family, different names, and really didn't talk to the groom much. It was a shock to everyone. I expected awkwardness at the reception, but his family was being cool to me, which was strange, but whatever. I'm not one to force myself onto someone if I'm not wanted, important for later. Eventually, Polly is trashed and pulls me aside. She wants to thank me for leaving Buzz alone after our breakup. I'm thrown by the strange comment, but drunk people say strange things. I say, yeah. No problem. She continues to say, he was heartbroken when you cheated, but I convinced him you were just a whore and to get over you. I laughed and said, what are you talking about? He cheated on me because I chose studying for a final instead of going out and getting drunk. I left the reception without another word to anyone on his side of the family. I went over and kissed my friend goodbye, citing a migraine which I am prone to get. No drama. Now family members who got my cell number from our mutual friend or found me on FB are messaging me like crazy. Rewind 20 years ago, when learned about the cheating the very next day from his BFF who hated me. I called Buzz for the truth and he said, I'm coming home now. We'll talk in a few. Don't do anything stupid. That told me all I needed to know. So I got my few items I kept at his place and left before he got there. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to force myself if I'm not wanted. Buzz didn't want me, otherwise he wouldn't have done that, so why bother with waiting for the fucking excuses? 4 months later I refused to answer calls. When he came to my dorm, he was immediately denied admission and escorted out as I had him put on a no-visitor list. He wasn't a student. Apparently for these last 20 years, his family that loved me was told that I was a cheating whore, and his BFF who masterminded the whole cheating setup, seconded Buzz's story. Now, everyone is pissed at him for hurting me and lying to them for 20 years. They're trying to full story, but I just keep saying it's 20 years ago. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm good and Buzz is good. Some family has apologized for icing me out at the wedding and spreading the rumors. Polly though is freaking out. She's convinced that because he cheated on me, he'll cheat on her and keeps calling me for more info. Our last conversation I said that I was blocking her and have. She tried to call me from an app though a few times, but I'm just not picking up numbers I don't know at this point. Edit. Attempting to recall a conversation I had over 20 years ago where I was shaking and about to vomit, all the while attempting to sound confident. It was like me, Buzz. Just tell me the truth. Did you cheat on me when you went out with BFF? Buzz, sigh, and we all know what that sigh is. It's resignation and a last-ditch attempt to get your thoughts in order. It was the sigh that told me everything I needed to know. Crazy Mastiff, I'm going to leave work now and we'll talk when I get home. Don't do anything stupid, I'll be right there. I love you. It is possible that Polly is who he cheated on me with. I don't know. I wish them the best though. They've been together for at least 18 years. Buzz was not under the impression I ever cheated. I'd imagine that Buzz had to tell his family something since I disappeared so suddenly. I think he just tried to save face and his BFF was there to back up the lie. I do not know the full story of that conversation or who it was told to. I have no idea what happened to BFF. Again, over 20 years ago. I'm more WTF than I am upset. I'm sad that his father, who I was close to, died believing that I did that, but other than that, I don't really care. Edit 2, okay. You guys are putting forth some excellent questions that I'm not sure about. I unblocked Polly and reached out through text. I said that I'm sorry for blocking her, but 20 years ago, I was broken and it hurts to relive that no matter how healed we are. I didn't appreciate being cornered at an already horribly awkward situation and called that, but I can call her after work later. Update. So, I called Polly a little bit over an hour ago and it's very anticlimactic. I talked to Polly and she wanted to know dates that he was still chasing me. I told her what I could recall and it seems that there was a few months gap between them meeting and his last attempt. I assured her that never once since social media became a thing did Buzz try to reach out to me. She said that about 6 to 7 years ago, she found out that Buzz had tried to find me on FB by stalking some of my old friends he knew, which added to her paranoia. They went to marriage counseling and all that. Polly was exceptionally talkative. Apparently, Buzz was a mess. Went deep into alcohol and even screwed around with heroin introduced to him by none other than BFF, who OD'd a few years after all this went down. Polly hated and was hated by BFF, and when he tried to come between Polly and Buzz a bit into their relationship, Buzz saw BFF was a massive and went NC. She said that she didn't mean to accost me at the wedding, but she's always been insecure about me. She was drunk and those first years of insecurity all came back to her. She said I was prettier than her, saw pics that he had stashed away or in family photo albums, while she always felt deformed because of a repaired cleft palate. She is very pretty and I reassured her. She said that the family was in disbelief over my very sudden abandonment, and a few times shortly into their relationship his family would slip and call her my name, or she'd hear them reminiscing about a family vacation I was on with them, or how good a few dishes I made were. She also said that Buzz did confirm that he cheated, followed by a bunch of excuses. I said that I really didn't care to hear what he told her. I did say that I wish him no ill will and I'm truly glad that he settled down and found happiness, but I'm done with this. I don't want to reconnect with any family members, I don't want her calling to commiserate with his wrongdoings. I just want to return to our very separate lives. She did ask how I found the strength to just leave like that. I told her that I had an amazing role model, mother, strong support system of family and friends, we had no shared resources to divide, and I have a low tolerance for bullshit. Polly was quiet and said thank you. We then hung up. Of course now I'm wondering if she's thinking Buzz is cheating on her and that's why she asked me about strength. I blocked her again so I'll never know. I do wish her all the best, but I'm going to return to my apathetic life. Thank you for your support as well as some of your crazy comments, at least they gave me a giggle. I hope that every person knows their worth and has strength to do what they know has to be done.